Hello and welcome to Quiet Miles, Voices in Motion, a series celebrating everyday endurance athletes whose stories often go unheard. These are honest, relaxed conversations about movement, life, joy, obstacles, and showing up. Not perfect journeys, but real ones. This space is about shared connection, journeys, and honoring the many ways endurance shows up in all of our lives. I'm Trina Dawkins, and let me introduce you to today's guest, Fran Blackett. So Fran is a UK-based runner and the creator behind Run Like a Haggis, a community platform that blends running with humor, inclusivity, and a refreshing down-to-earth take in the sport. She is known for making running feel accessible, less about elite performances and more about joy, identity, and showing up for yourself. She also received England Athletics Regional and National Coach of the Year in 2025. She was recognized for encouraging female participation in trail running. So thank you so much for joining me today, Fran. How are you doing?
Well, thanks so much for having me. Yeah, I'm well, thank you.
Amazing. And thank you so much for connecting. And actually, one of my first question is Run Like a Haggis. It's such a unique name. Where did that come from and what does it represent about you?
Yeah. So yeah, this is often everyone's first question. And are
Mhm.
you based in Scotland? So yeah, so I guess yeah, so I'm not based in Scotland. I'm based in County Durham. And Run Like a Haggis comes from my husband teasing me when I very first started taking part in mountain navigation event. And the
Mhm.
very first one that I did solo, we'd done a couple of paired ones together. And so, sort of the general kind of premise of the events is you get a map and it's covered in control locations. And you've got to go around, you've got to find these locations. So they're not
Mhm.
obvious. And this one that I was looking for was a stream junction, and I was just running round and round in circles looking for the stream junction. Um, and he was like, "Oh, you've been running around like a haggis." So a haggis being sort of the small mythical
Mhm.
creature from the Highlands of Scotland, known to just run round and round and round the same hill. Um, so yeah, and so then it became like a bit of a running joke, kind of if I kind of had suboptimal lines when
Mhm.
I was looking kind of for controls and things. And so yeah, um when it came to naming the business and we were kind of running through ideas, yeah, I kind of said it as a bit of a joke and it was a bit of a
Mhm.
kind of working title for it really. But um yeah, then it kind of stuck. But I also kind of that was the original kind of
Mhm.
inspiration behind the name. But the haggis I also quite identify with the haggis as a creature, kind of small,
Mhm.
stocky, tough, like lives in the mountains. Um, I kind of quite identify with that. I'm not built like a fell runner in kind of the kind of elite fell runner sense, in that I'm not wiry or fast. I'm certainly kind of a bit of the kind of
Same.
stockier end and built for endurance, not speed.
Right. Right.
And so yeah, so kind of on twofold really. So like
Mhm.
coming from like a haggis, just be tough
Yeah.
in the mountains, kind of, and then also like yeah, don't be afraid to run around in circles a bit. Like no one's perfect. There's never like the perfect navigational. Well, I mean maybe some people.
Right.
Yeah, kind of navigation is yeah not always perfect, and don't be afraid if you end up running around in circles. This is fine.
No, exactly. And that's fine. And I think the thing with trail running, usually you end up running around in circles sometimes because you often get lost. And
Yeah,
which is fine because it helps you discover new things along the route as well. So that's amazing. I was going to ask you, when did your running journey start? And when did you start your business as well, actually?
yeah. So my running journey, we came to it quite late. Uh, I was sort of in my late 20s, early 30s, and I was just running just as a way to keep fit. I was just
Hmm.
kind of running on the roads, just running after work, and I did sort of the occasional 10K. I did the
Hmm.
Great North Run half marathon,
Nice.
Newcastle to South Shields, and kind of did that just because that's what you that's what you did. That's what lots of people did. And but I wasn't a member of a running club, and it was
Hmm.
something that I always just did by myself. And then I kind of drifted away from that, and really I was into cycling,
Mm.
um, like long distance road cycling,
Wow.
and I was busy doing that when I met my husband,
Hmm.
who was very much kind of in the fell running world and the fell running scene. And so then gradually, yeah, we still do kind of bits of bike riding, but
Hmm.
then it became much more sort of running focused, and
Mm.
yeah, kind of went from there.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, and when did I start Run Like a Haggis? It was a massive leap of faith in January of 2024. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so 2 years
Mm.
ago. So yeah, so we're just kind of in our
Yeah.
third year.
What led you to starting that business actually?
Yeah, so it came from the work that I was doing in my running club. So my running
Hmm.
club is Durham Fell Runners.
Hmm.
And back in, oh, I think it's like that 2022, I
Hmm.
think, kind of in the autumn time, we'd always struggled with, not, I mean, not I've struggled with, or we'd always been really kind of underrepresented. Like fell
Sure.
running is male dominated anyway,
Mm.
but we always had sort of 4 or 5 female members of the club, and it kind of fluctuated around that number. And
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I was just out for a run one day, and I was thinking,
Mm.
what could, what are the barriers? There must be
Mm.
more women in County Durham that want to come and run up and down hills, surely. And I thought, I wonder if I set up female only training
Mm.
sessions. So we train in a place called Hampsterley Forest, and it's quite remote. There's no phone signal. We just meet
Wow.
in the car park
Mm.
and go running. And so then there's quite a lot of sort of barriers there, as well as the whole sort of
Mm.
perception of uh, fell running. So yeah, so I did my run leader qualification and set up some ladies only nights, which were
Mm.
just incredible. Uh, yeah, I held my first night, and there were, I think, 18 women turned up, and
Oh,
it
wow.
was amazing. I was like, there you all are,
Yeah.
you are all here. Um, yeah, so that's grown into this incredible community, and so Run Like a Haggis came from that, because having kind of built this group of women that were coming, and we were training in the
Mm.
forest, and I was like, oh well, like come and do a fell race, like come and have a go, like there's sort of really good like entry level ones
Mm.
you could have a go at, and
What is fell running? Sorry, because obviously I've
yeah,
read a lot about it, but
what
what is the
so one
definition
kind
of
of
fell running?
one key distinction between fell running and trail running is that fell running, the course isn't marked, and there's no GPS for navigation.
Wow.
So so much more of a focus on being self-sufficient. So like checkpoints, there might be kind of some martial checkpoints might have some jelly babies that you could grab.
Hmm.
There's never going to be kind of stations,
Sure.
checkpoint stations where you can grab your food or grab water. So you have to
Mm.
be like really self-sufficient in terms of your food and your water, but also you've got to be self-sufficient in terms of your navigation.
Yeah.
And often there isn't a set route between checkpoints. There's certain places that you need to go and visit, but how you get
Hmm.
between them, well, then that's up to you. So there's lots of kind of decisions to be made about which is the optimal
Mm.
route.
So
So
you, no, sorry, no, go on.
yeah,
No, I was going to ask. So you said there's no GPS signal. So,
also not like you can't use a GPX track on your watch.
oh, you can't.
No,
So you have to memorize the route
the
in a
map and
sense.
compass. Yeah, so you have to know the route
Wow.
and have a map and compass. Um, yeah, and know
And
where you're
what
going.
distances? Yeah, and
So
what distances? Like, what's the shortest distance for a fail race, and what's kind of like the longest distance?
oh gosh. Shortest, they can be like 3 or 4 kilometers, like super
Okay.
short. I'm gonna try and remember. Yeah, there's some really good ones. And then long distance, like some of the classics in the Lake District, like Wasdale Fell Race is probably about 30 kilometers.
Okay.
I'll get the numbers because I'm rubbish at remembering
Oh
numbers,
no, that's fine. But
Like
obviously,
I
we're
can
saying
remember,
30
I could probably
kilometers,
tell you
but
all the mountains it goes in.
yeah.
So yeah, so all varying
Mm,
distances, um, and also varying sort of difficulty as well.
mm,
So Run Like a Haggis came because I said, "Oh, like come and do a fell race," and they were like, "Oh no, I could never do a fell race. I can't navigate. I could never navigate like you." Someone said, and
mm.
that just really made me think. I was like, "It's not like it's there's a lot of kind of I think barriers to people learning to navigate with map
Right.
and compass, and it
Mm-hmm.
can feel really intimidating."
Yeah.
Um, so I was like, "Oh, of course you can. Like, you should go and do a navigation course. Like,
Mm,
just go and learn how to do it. You could definitely do it." Um, but then people saying, "Oh no, that even that then
mm.
felt intimidating." And they said, "Well, you could teach us." They said, so yeah. So along with a friend from the running club, we did a couple
Yeah.
of navigation sessions with the um just with our club, which were great,
Mm,
and they loved them. And so that kind of planted the seed
yeah.
of maybe I can share this with people, and kind of showed
Mm-hmm.
me like how intimidating it is for people to learn to
Yeah.
do that, and actually by kind of creating and then looking around and thinking there's not actually that many women offering
Mm.
navigation courses.
Amazing.
Um, and so then kind of thinking, well,
You found your
maybe
niche. Yeah.
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Because I mean, to be honest, I'm so used to using navigation on my watch.
Mm,
And I have done I've done a few of those navigation courses with the maps and the compass. But you do it once and then you don't look at it again for maybe 6 months to a year. And then you always feel like you're starting from scratch. And then because you also don't use it. If I did the course and then I'm out there practicing using it, then it sticks. But yeah, 100% agree that there is that fear of, oh my gosh, I've actually having to read a map while
yeah,
you're out there with a compass and knowing which way to hold it and then read. Yeah, it's a lot. So I think that's amazing that you're actually teaching
yeah.
people
And I
that.
think I also like there's so much joy to be
Mm,
had from it as well. And I think there's a lot to get out of kind of your time when you're
yeah.
out in the mountains or you're out on the trails, and actually to yeah really kind of, well, for me, and what I hope to share is that it really kind of
Mm,
puts you in that environment, and then you're in it, and you're there. And actually someone that came on my course in January, she came to
yeah.
my instruction course, and then I saw her last week or the week before. She came back to do sort of the next step, and she was like, "I'm just loving it." And actually
Oh, that's amazing.
she'd gone to Amsterdam for a
Hmm.
holiday, and she was like, "Do you know, I navigated the whole weekend using
It's
the
brilliant.
map instead of my phone, and I left my phone back in the hotel, and I
Mm,
just navigated the whole weekend on the map, and I just loved it." And she
that's
kind of found
amazing.
that. So even
Mm,
like not in a mountain situation, she was just away on a city break to Amsterdam.
yeah.
She was like, "I just really felt like I was like in the city and
Mm.
noticing everything." And yeah, I just loved that. I was
That
like,
is
"That's
amazing
so
because it's about
brilliant."
using those skills, isn't it? Otherwise, you lose it. And then you always feel like you're
Yeah,
starting from scratch. I think that's
yeah.
amazing. I mean, now I need to come to County Durham to do a 3 kilometer trail running as an introduction and learn to
Yeah.
navigate 100%.
I'll find
100%.
out where the 3K one is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Because obviously I've never done, because to me, when I think of trail running, I just think of stones, rocks, and
Yeah,
I always think, okay, I'm just getting to grips with trail running. Like, how do
yeah,
you make that jump from trails, which can be a bit stony, but actually trail run,
yeah,
I just think of like big rocks that you're literally either running up or you're running down, and it actually looks quite scary.
yeah. So the Burnsall Classic, that's the one that was in my mind. So
Hmm.
that's in the Yorkshire Dales, and it's
Okay.
1.5 miles.
Oh,
And
okay.
you just go,
Perfect.
you just go straight up, and then
Hmm.
you go straight down.
Okay. I think
Yeah,
I could do that.
so yeah, you should look that up, the Burnsall Classic. It's one of the oldest ones in the calendar as well. When
Oh,
I mentioned
brilliant.
Wasdale earlier, that was 34 kilometers.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so you've got a whole a whole kind of spread across
Mm,
like distance, but also a whole spread across sort of difficulty as
mm,
well. So yeah, in terms of sort of the terrain, even so our running club organised 4 different races, and those ones are in County Durham, sort of in the
mm,
North Pennines, and there's a huge kind of variety even between those 4 races in terms of kind of the terrain. And so yeah, it's just kind of picking ones that would appeal to, yeah, it's like kind of what you like or what you want to get out of
mm.
it and what kind of distance you want to do. And yeah,
No, that
yeah.
sounds amazing. Thank you so much. I've learned so much already. No, that's amazing. Something you touched upon at the beginning, actually, the first question I asked you in terms of where did the name Run Like a Haggis came from? And it was about you're talking about kind of like a runner's body. And what do you think um, the running world still gets wrong about that? What runners look like?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a huge it's definitely, I was going to say issue. I don't want to say issue. That kind
Mm,
of makes it uh, a big barrier, I
mm,
suppose, in terms of people's perception and images that are used and people's perception of
mm,
sort of themselves and what they should look like. Um, and then, so in terms of what is getting wrong, I don't know. I guess it just needs to use images of
mm,
kind of, yeah, everyone and a full, kind of the full spectrum
mm,
and the full range. Because I think there are a range of sort of uh, running bodies, if you
right.
so then
Hmm.
those images that are kind of used and put out there, it just needs to show the variety. And I was joking with my husband. So my husband he looks like a stereotypical fell runner. So
Okay.
he's a
Hmm.
tall, skinny fell runner, and he was joking that he was going to have to set up some self help for skinny white fell runners. And so that's quite interesting from his point of view because he's like, oh,
Yeah.
everyone's harping on about including different shapes and sizes.
Mm,
Um, but it just needs to show, the variety.
yeah.
So that people see people that look like them.
Right. Hmm.
Uh, Someone once said to me like, "Oh no, you're just so great, Fran, because um, I look at you and I think if you can do it, then I can do it." For the time thinking, that's a bit of a backhanded compliment. I
Yeah. So you're giving it and taking it back.
feel about that. But I mean, if it makes you want to do it, then I,
Yeah.
I guess I should be pleased.
Yeah. What
And so
are the
I guess,
messages? Oh no, sorry, no, go on.
but yeah, I don't
Mm,
know. So I guess I feel self-conscious about
mm,
not being, a skinny whippet fell runner. And then, but then yeah, so then it's us having the confidence to put ourselves out there.
Right.
You kind
Yeah.
of get that backhanded compliment, I suppose, like, oh, you don't
Yeah.
look like you'd be able to do that, but you can, so I reckon I
Mm.
can give it a go. Kind of.
No, definitely. What other kind of messages do you get from people who follow your journey as well?
Um, yeah, interesting. I think a lot of it is um kind of giving people that confidence
Mm.
and you oh like oh Fran like oh you're so brave like
Mm.
just go out and just do this by
Yeah.
yourself and how do you yeah like how do you have the confidence to go and
Mm.
kind of do this. And so I guess it's just talking through kind of how, kind of the measures, I suppose, that I
Mm.
take and what it is that makes me feel safe enough to do
Yeah.
to
And
go.
often it's not even really about having the confidence. I find that it's just you just have to give it a go because you're never going to be 100% ready.
Hmm.
You're never going to be 100% confident. But at what point do you say, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go and see what happens? Like,
Yeah,
what's the worst that can happen if I just go out there and give it a go?
yeah,
Yeah, isn't
100%.
it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
amazing. So obviously the podcast is called Quiet Miles. What does a
Mm,
quiet, do you ever get any quiet miles and what does it mean to
mm.
you?
My quiet miles are they are so precious. I do. And yeah, I really treasure them. They are scheduled in. They are like marked out in the calendar, and I've got some coming up tomorrow, and I'm really looking
Nice.
forward to them. So my quiet miles are days out in the mountains, and also the best ones. So the best ones are
Mm,
days out in the mountains, and they are just such an important kind of thing to kind of protect among the busyness of
mm,
life because they're the time when yeah I just feel like most relaxed.
yeah,
It's so incredible that your brain can be so busy and kind of got various things going on or stressing about things or
yeah.
not sure what to do about something. How am I going to navigate that? What
Hmm.
decision am I going to make on that? And then to go out and have that time, just me outside, yeah, kind of on the fells or on the trails. And you can find that the brain just uses that time just to process things, and you can come back from that run and just feel okay, either, oh, I know what I'm going to do. You've kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of processed itself. And you're like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm going to do this. Or actually, that doesn't matter. Why was I something that I was really stressed
Right.
about
Hmm.
before I went out and come
Yeah.
back? I just feel, oh, actually, just let that go. Like, it doesn't matter.
Mm,
That time, um, sort of in terms of, yeah, sort of mental health and well-being,
mm.
it's just really precious time. And yeah, such a benefit.
And would
And
that be really early in the morning or would it be afternoon or is it kind of like later in
mm,
the day?
yeah, so those big runs are daytime runs,
Mm,
and then yeah, the other shorter runs are going to be early morning.
hmm. What's early for you?
Yeah. So an early morning run would be 5
Oh,
a.m.
nice. I like that. Yeah. Sound like me.
Get up, get it done.
Yeah.
Gotta get back before husband leaves for work.
Mm,
So yeah, we do some good tag teaming, and yeah, and even yeah, those early morning runs they're different. They're yeah. Sometimes they can just be a slog. Like sometimes
yeah.
they're just hard just
Yeah.
from
Grateful
yeah,
slog though. You're always grateful that you actually went out for it.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, you feel so good when you get
Yeah.
back. Yeah, and others, there'll be a beautiful sunrise or
Mm,
like an incredible frost in the winter. And yeah, sometimes the whole time I'm out, I'm like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
this is amazing. This is
Right.
like, and then yeah, and that time when no one else is awake and
Hmm.
it's a special time to be out. And you're like, oh God,
Yeah. So
everyone
everyone is
else is
still
still
asleep.
sleeping and you're out and you're getting it done. And yeah, and good to, yeah. I'd rather do that than like evening runs because you spend the
Yes.
whole day thinking, oh, I've still got to get that done. Still got to do that.
Same. That's exactly what I
Like,
think about. Once it's done, you've kind of shut that chapter and you just get on with the
yeah,
rest of your day, don't you?
yeah, definitely. There's always a bit of a crash in the afternoon though, and those early morning runs.
Yes, exactly.
Gotta wait, gotta be ready for that crash. Yeah.
No, no, I agree, definitely. What would you say? Because obviously you training, so your running club, is it just you're just leading females, isn't it? And even your navigation course is all targeted at women.
Yeah. So the running club, uh, so I coach on so we've got women's only sessions on a Tuesday and then mixed sessions on a Thursday. So
Sure.
I do coach in between,
Oh, nice.
um, coach both of them.
Hmm.
Uh, Not all of the time.
Hmm.
Yeah, kind of yeah, there's a few of us kind of share that load. And then yeah, my courses other so I do some group coaching and
Mm.
one-to-one coaching with Run Like a Haggis now as well. So yeah, so it's not women only.
Mm.
So the courses and the coaching isn't women only, but um female led. So kind of trying to and kind of coincident like more women than men.
Nice.
So yeah, so yeah.
And what would you say is kind of like the average ages of like the runners, especially in particular the
Mm.
women? Kind of like, or even maybe like what's the youngest and what's kind of like the oldest?
Yeah, so most women that come on my courses are probably between the ages of 40 and 60, I'd
Nice.
say. Yeah, and then occasionally, yeah, and then some younger and yeah, and some older as well.
Mm.
And yeah, lots of people or lots of women that come and say, "Oh, my husband's always done all the navigation, and
Mm.
I'm tired of him getting lost, and I'm tired,
Yeah, navigating you to get lost. Yeah, I like
yeah,
that.
tired of just following him, or I'm
Yeah.
tired of having arguments about where we're
Mm.
going, and
Yeah, because
yeah,
sometimes actually you just want to go for a run on your own. And if you can navigate, then you can just actually go out on your own. You don't have to feel like
yeah,
I have to run with somebody so they can navigate.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly. And it gives that, yeah, exactly. It gives that freedom,
Mm.
and you can, yeah, just go wherever you want. Yeah,
Mm.
just go wherever you want. Like, just look at the map and think, right, okay, how far do I want to go today? And yeah, just pick your route and
Yeah.
then yeah, kind of your flexibility, kind of wow,
Mm.
you're oh, going well today. Like I'm going to do something extra, or oh, I don't feel so good. I've taken longer. I'm going to
Right.
kind of change my route and take this shorter one, and just
Mm.
all of those kind of little skills and things that just help with that confidence of oh, I'm out
Mm.
there and I'm going to be able to problem solve what
Right.
um whatever might come up or come across.
Yeah, no, amazing. Would are these so obviously they're between 40 and 60. So are any of them new to running? Or it's just something they've always done, but maybe even maybe on their own or with their partner.
Yeah, interesting. Um, I think most people that come along are existing
Mm.
runners. Yeah, yeah, people that have been doing it for a while, but just like lots of people often say, oh, like I just go like the same loops, like the same
Yeah.
routes that I know, the
Hmm.
ones that I'm familiar with, and I just want to be able to. Someone a couple of weeks ago was like, oh, I just do the same routes, but I see like these signs that are like, oh, footpath to
Mm.
such and such, and she's like, I just want to be able to have the confidence
Yeah.
to, if I see something like that, to be able to go and explore it and see where it goes and
Yeah.
yeah, and so that's yeah, that's huge as well. um, yeah, kind of coming back to confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
And,
definitely. Because obviously, even when I'm out on the trails, because I think it's just about being able to kind of read the signs as well, isn't it? And also, there's lots of little arrows, and obviously on the map as well, it shows you what they mean and if it actually is. Because on your watch, it may say go this way, but actually, a real map will actually tell you if it's a real path that you should
mm,
actually be on as well. So,
yeah, 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 exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's really, really good. What would if you could change one thing about the running culture, what would it be?
Oh
'Cause
gosh.
there's so much happening out there.
Yeah. Um, big question.
Even thinking about social media, because there's so much that
Yeah,
happens, and we're all on socials, and we see so
yeah.
many things that we agree with and don't agree with. Is there something that keeps popping up, and you're probably thinking, if only?
If only, if
Yeah.
only. I think I just wish that more people could just run for fun and just for the joy of it and not to like not just for the medal or
Right.
just for the tick like oh
Hmm.
I've done this race
Yeah.
and I think if there was and I guess like some pricing seems incredibly deep
Hmm.
and if we could just kind of get back to kind of stripping down all of the kind of I don't even know if it's like kind of like the razzmatazz around it
Mm.
or
It's like you got to wear this type of trainers, you got to wear this kit, you got to wear this running vest, like you got to use
yeah,
this
like all of
brand, this is the
it.
best. A
Yeah,
lot,
like all
isn't
the
it?
brands on everything, and then yeah, like the cost of some trail races. I look and I just yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, maybe try to yeah, if we could all stop trying to make a profit, if like
Mm.
big companies could stop trying to just yeah, make such a profit out of all of us.
Yeah,
If
I
we
get it
could,
actually. I think when you're new to running, because I had this conversation with my friend, I think when you're new to running, you just sign up for everything, and it's more about
mm,
the medals then, isn't it? And the pace and the time
mm,
and stuff like that. But I think as time goes on, and one thing I've started doing actually is just downloading the route of a particular race that maybe I didn't go to or because it was too expensive, just
mm.
download the route to my watch
Yeah,
because it's actually free to run outside. I mean,
yeah,
maybe not on race day during the
exactly.
race, but I can actually
Yeah.
download that route to my watch and actually run that route, maybe with a friend or a few people, and we can
Mm,
just enjoy the day out. So that is also possible because it's not for me, it's not about the medal anymore.
mm.
It's just like you said, just actually just being outside and just running for joy and for health and just
Yeah,
being outdoors.
that's it. That's it. And to not worry about um well I guess yeah, I guess like sort of another kind of contentious issue, I suppose, is sort of the race cut-offs and where
Right.
are placed.
Mhm.
What are they based on? Like
Mhm.
whose kind of average pace
Yes.
are they based on?
Mhm.
And is that then accessible to
Right.
everyone? And I
Mhm.
know from a organizer's point of view, you've got sort of the organization and the
Yeah.
your marshals to consider
Mhm.
and things, but I just wonder whether sometimes just a 5-10 minute difference
Mm.
kind of adjustment in the race cutoffs, how many people would that
Yeah.
make a difference to? Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, so just kind of in terms of fairness, so kind of across the board. Um, yeah, entry fees and race cutoffs. There we go.
There you go. No, amazing. Oh no, that's amazing. Thank you. What is there anything that you could share with somebody that's maybe new to or thinking or considering trail running? Um,
Mm.
where could they go? Like, what advice could you give them?
Yeah, so fell running is sort of looked after by the Fell Running Association. So kind of there's lots of information on their website about sort of what is fell running and kind of what makes it different. And then all of the licensed races, so all fell races, are licensed through the FRA. So
Mm.
on their website, which I think is fellrunner.org, there's kind of
Mm.
information on there about what fell racing is, and then a list of all of the races sort of across the whole of the United Kingdom. And I think, yeah, it would just be maybe if there's a race that's local to you, like go and spectate, go and watch it, go and see what's
Mm. Oh,
happening.
that's a good idea,
Uh,
actually. Yeah.
Kind of that would give you
Watch.
a
Yeah.
feel, kind of for the
Hmm.
vibe, and also a feel for
Yeah.
uh, like the community, and actually a
Hmm.
feel for actually what the breadth that there is in the field of the participants that are going to go and be taking part. Uh, and we had, and I think that the community is um, kind of a real strength of
Mm.
bell running, and it's not about kind of who wins or kind of there's a like nobody's even that bothered. It's kind of about the race and about how you went and kind of everyone finishing and kind of
Hmm.
everyone kind of waits for the last person to finish and often prize giving doesn't happen until
Nice.
everyone's finished and
Ah.
it's a real sort of
Hmm.
sense of community and things sort of around that and the race that I'm organising on Saturday is a race where there's huge choice of kind of your route in between
Mm.
the checkpoints. Different races, some there's just kind of a very obvious track or path, and this one is brilliant. Like the race starts and people just go bleh, just
Oh,
kind of
wow.
spread off right across the
Mm.
hillside, and I love at the finish. Everyone's just stood around, and as kind of people are filtering in to the finish, everyone's kind of stood there with their maps,
That's
and like, "Oh,
nice.
where did you go? I went
Hmm.
here. You went there. Oh, which line do you think is best? Like, oh, do you think it's quicker to put through here?" And um,
That's nice. Yeah.
it's not just who's the fastest runner. You could have
Mm.
someone a fast runner who takes a stupid line and they've
Mm.
lost loads of time, and so
Yeah.
there's more layers to it. Uh, yeah, than that. There's a film that was at Kendal Film Festival. I think it's called. I want to say, oh, the winner eats cake. That's what it's called. I haven't
Oh.
had like let them eat cake. So yeah, um, and so that's basically so that gives a great flavour of fell running, and it's got some
Nice.
interviews with some of the top fell runners. It kind of
Mm.
follows the English champs last year. That gives a great flavour of the sport and kind of
Hmm.
and the winner gets cake is basically like often that is like the prizes are might just be
I'm happy with that.
yeah a piece of cake or yeah so it
No,
could just
amazing.
be yeah and one of our races our the prizes are bring a prize to get a prize so
That's nice.
everyone everyone brings a
Sustainability.
prize
Yeah.
and then yeah, the winner gets to choose first. So then they'll just have
Nice.
like this kind of huge selection. So you might go
That's
home
good.
with like people have gone home with like a dozen eggs that someone's hens have laid, or
Wow.
like a tomato plant,
Hmm.
or so yeah.
That
So
is
it's
such a cool
just like
idea.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
t-shirts, there's no medals, there's no bling.
Mm.
It's just yeah, it's just yeah, just for fun. So.
No, I love that. So obviously you coach and you organize
Mm,
events. Do you still race as much? Like, do you
mm.
compete as well? Like, is there anything that you're thinking, you know what, I want to do this race. I want to challenge myself.
Yeah. So I haven't. Oh, the last sort of race I did was a Nav. So Nav 4 organise a few
Mm.
sort of races. They do some long distance ones on the Pennine Way and this one that I did was in the Lake District. It was 40 miles um, around some lovely mountains in the Lake District. And then most of the competition, sort of competitive events that I do are still the navigation events.
Sure.
So uh, there's sort of mountain marathons are my favorite event to do. So they're 2 days. So not necessarily a marathon distance, but you spend 2 days, uh, 2 days of competition, and in between, overnight on the Saturday, you camp. So you're entirely self-sufficient. So you're carrying your tent,
Sure.
your stove, your sleeping bag.
Wow.
Um, and then you're given a map which has got various checkpoints, and you go and do that. And so yeah, and fastest person wins.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I like to do those, and
Mm.
um,
It's like a multi-day, isn't it?
yeah.
Mm.
So I love the navigation element of it.
Mm.
I'm not at all, I'm not at all competitive
Mm.
when kind of like sort of everyone sets off together and
Yeah.
everyone runs off, and like someone might run past me and I'm like, oh, well, they're doing well.
Like, well,
Like I just don't
yeah.
have like a killer instinct. I'm like, oh, well
Yeah.
done. My
That's
husband
nice.
is like
Yeah.
super competitive, and I watch him race and I
Mm.
watch like how much joy he gets out of it, and
Yeah.
like he'll like turn himself inside out and just like absolutely like finish absolutely broken,
Yeah.
and absolutely loves it. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm missing out on something. And so like, yeah, he's tried to like really coach me, like, right, Fran, like
Yeah.
if someone runs past you, you gotta like really chase them, like stick
Mm.
on them, like do this. I'm like, all right, okay, yeah, yeah, I'll try that. And then I've tried it, and I've got into the race and they've got, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Sometimes it just takes the joy out of it, isn't it?
just don't
Because,
have it.
yeah.
And but give me a map with some controls, and it's
Mm.
like you've got to like different locations will be worth different amounts of points. So then
Yeah.
ending the day collecting points. Oh, give me points to collect. And I'm like, oh, we've got time for one more. And I don't want to lose any points. And at that
Yeah.
point, I will sprint finish to get to get
Hmm.
to the finish before the time's up. So it's
Amazing.
just found something that kind of works kind of for my competitive
Love that.
brain,
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Um,
that's great.
and yeah, and just yeah, like it's just hard to kind of fit everything in. Like one of my favorite races is taking place in the North York Moors on Sunday,
Okay.
and it's like, but I don't have Sunday to go and do it.
Mm.
So I'm like trying to share it. And I'm like, this is a great
Yeah.
race. Let's all
Is it
stick
like
together.
is it one of those that's just like once a year or to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but it's a great one. Like it's really sort of accessible and really
Mm.
friendly, and run by a local fell club, and yeah, not too tricky. It's got one big climb at the start and then
Nice.
another one partway through, but nothing too steep. So yeah, if I had more time,
Yeah.
I would race more, but because it kind of has to be
Too much to do.
just, I know, I said this yesterday. I was like, I need more weekends in my life. Like, there's
Yeah,
not enough
exactly.
weekends in the month to
Yeah.
do everything that I want to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Oh no, brilliant. Oh, I love that. No, thank you so much. That has been amazing. I think it would be really useful for other people as well to actually listen because I feel like you shared so much and you've taught me a lot.
Oh, thank you.
100% about trail running because I always look at it and it always 100% always looks scary because I always feel like, oh my gosh,
Mm,
I am going to break my ankles. I am going to do this. Um, but
mm,
yeah, no, but the way you've broken it down and there is like introduction levels and
mm,
stuff like that. And I suppose it's just about finding out what's available in your kind of local area. It might not be like local, like next door.
mm.
But there will be, you should be able to kind of find.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there'll be a list of list of fell
Mm,
clubs as well. So yeah, local clubs as well would be, yeah,
yeah,
place to
brilliant.
go. And it can feel really scary and intimidating.
Mm.
Everyone is super friendly. We had quite a new club member came and did there's a relays at the end of every season, so every October, and she was
Mm.
so nervous. She was so
Mm.
nervous. And then she went into kind of each there's four legs and she was on
Yeah.
all four, and she went into sort of the holding pen, and she was like, honestly, when I got in there, everyone was just so lovely, and they were
Oh.
just like chatting to
Hmm.
me, and she'd felt like a real imposter. She was like, yeah, what am I doing here? Like, why am I
Mm.
doing this? I can't believe I've put
Yeah.
myself forward for this. She was just having all of those feelings.
Yeah.
And then she went into that holding pen where everyone was just waiting for
Hmm.
their people to come in. And just instantly she was like, it was just so nice. So it's just such a lovely community.
That is so nice to hear.
And yeah, yeah,
No, it sounds amazing. I mean, you've definitely encouraged me to try it out definitely one day.
yeah,
Um yeah, no, I'll definitely look into it. Where can people find you on social media and also your website as well, actually?
So my website is runlikeahaggis.com. So yeah, there's kind of more information on sort of the different events that I've done there and some blogs and then information on my courses and coaching and things. And then I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Just search Run Like a Haggis and
Brilliant.
I will pop up.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. And you are based in County Durham?
County Durham, based in County Durham. So yeah, got courses here and Yorkshire and North York Moors.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Fran. It's been amazing speaking to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
No, thanks for
thank you.
having me.
No, no,
Oh,
you're welcome. I will speak to you soon. Take care.
amazing. Thanks so
All right.
much. Take care.
See you. Bye.